All right, y'all. So the next Dokkan Festival just got announced here, and I will say you may hear some background noise here and there. We know I'm in a home, but let's go ahead and talk about Android 16, who is the next Dokkan Festival exclusive. Now, I actually haven't read anything about this guy's details or what he's going to be doing, but again, I'm actually quite intrigued at this choice of 16 being the Dokkan Festival. I mean, I did see someone bring up the fact that there were 16 dots on the image, and that's why they thought it was going to be Android 16. That was actually on the JP Twitter. So I guess it was because it's 16 dots in total that it ended up being Android 16, which, you know, we'll definitely take that, right? So yeah, again, the gammas might be easying. We could definitely be seeing EZAs for the tech androids is what I think personally is going to be the tech androids to get an EZA, but let's see what the 16 is able to do. Again, I assume he's probably going to be very busted and broken because, I mean, well, okay, let's be honest here, guys. It's an Android 16 Dokkan Fest. What are they going to do to really sell this guy? I don't know. But let's take a look here. So androids or uncontrollable power category key 3, 200% HP and 170% to attack and defense. Then for characters who also belong to Android Cell Saga, Mission Execution, or Artificial Life Forms, they'll get an extra 50%. Androids or uncontrollable power, man. I mean, uncontrollable power and artificial life forms. Again, that has me thinking of like, I know they don't usually do an extreme class LR in the second half of this kind of like celebration. It's just not going to be a thing that's going to be happening often. But imagine an LR Kid Buu as the part 2 LR. I think that could potentially be interesting. Again, he is on the artificial life forms team, as we see here. Then where's the other one? Uncontrollable power. I mean, uncontrollable power has gone a few characters this year, so it's not like a terrible team, but it's definitely not the best team. We take a look at androids. I mean, I guess it does make sense for LR Super 17 to be able to get an androids team here. I mean, it does definitely need a lot of help for it to be a competitive team, but again, we'll see what they do. I'm sure there's a couple of EZAs and things that can happen. So let's take a look here. So he activates the entrance animation when there's another androids category ally in the team. He'll give himself guard for discard permanently, and then all allies get 16% defense for the rest of battle. If I'm not mistaken, that'll work like Turles, where it's also should be off rotation support. Let me actually take a look here at what Turles' passive is looking like here. I mean, yeah, it looks to be the same thing. So this should be support that's like off rotation. So even when 16 is not on the turn, all your characters will be getting 16% defense within this battle, which is going to be pretty good. So for his basic effects, he gets key 3 and 260% attack and defense. He'll give all allies 60% defense on top of that. So he's actually supporting 66% defense, and then when we count the friend, that's another 16% on top of that. So I mean, if you're running a double 16 team and he is on rotation, that is actually 92% defensive support. That's a lot of defense, you know, that this guy is providing to the team. Then he'll give androids or uncontrollable power category ally 60% attack. Again, uncontrollable power, of course. It's just really interesting to pick that as his leader. That is what's making me think of like a potential Buu in part 2 LR, which would be weird, right? But I guess you never know. When attacking, he gets 260% attack. When receiving an attack, he gets 160% defense. Then wow, as the first attacker in the turn, he has 60% reduction. That's plus the guard. He'll launch an addition with a great chance to be a super. All allies will get 30% defense. Then an additional 30% attack for characters who also belong to Android's uncontrollable power after receiving an attack within the turn. So this should be what's called phase 2 defense. I'm sure you guys know. Multiplicative is an easier way to explain it. So it's going to calculate the same as like when attacking or when receiving an attack. It's going to be a pretty big defensive buff. And this could actually be really good for like AoEs potentially, because AoEs usually will, I think, attack the first character in the slot first, or especially, I think, I'm not 100% on that actually, I'm not remembering. But I know for sure if like the AoEs in the first slot, it will activate this guy's all allies defense 30%, or even when he's receiving an attack in the first slot and the AoE's at the very end or in the middle, it can help protect your third slot character at least a little bit in terms of that phase 2 defense, which is really nice. Then if he's the second or third attacker in the turn, he'll get 160% defense and will launch an additional super attack when attacking. So he doesn't get any damage reduction rate, but he'll have this extra 160% defense when attacking. Then if he is the third attacker on turn specifically, he has guaranteed crit and 160% attack. So if this guy is a floater character, he is going to be doing a lot of damage. Honestly, with the guaranteed crit, he has this guaranteed additional attack or additional super right here, but he's losing on the support and the 60% reduction. So I don't know. The thing about this guy is he's gonna be probably pretty good in slot 1. It's just when he's in slot 2 or slot 3, having no damage reduction at all is gonna leave him very open, and I'm not expecting his raw defense to be anything crazy, but I need to see. I guess to be fair, 16 is a character that'll have links like Android Assault, like tons of like mega defense links. I can see like Tough as Nails. Oh yeah, Tough as Nails right here as a defense damage reduction link. Then if there's a Goku enemy, a Cell enemy, or starting from the 5th turn, 160% attack, and then once only 160% attack if he's the third attacker. He also has the active skill, the Hell Flash, which is the same condition as that passive skill. Oh, I see. So he has this, I guess, in case of locking, but I think the idea is that you use the active skill in slot 3, then you move this guy over to slot 1 after. Because what'll happen is, since these are buffs that activate when attacking, that will also activate when he uses his active skill. That also means that everything here, the 160% defense, guaranteed additional super, guaranteed crit, and then the 3 instances of 160% attack. If you pop the active skill with this guy in slot 3 and you move him to slot 1, he gets his entire passive during the entire rotation. That is really, really powerful. It also does disable enemy action once within a turn. I mean, that's pretty good. Android Assault, Mechanical Menaces, Gentleman, Tough as Nails, Infinite Energy, Solid Support, Fierce Battle. I mean, for a 16 character, that is a good link set. I mean, do we have another 16 that has like a very similar link set? I assume this guy would be the closest, if not just the exact same. Yeah. So we see he does link very well with just the other androids in general. I guess it doesn't seem like he links that well with the tech androids, kind of funny enough. He has some links with the gammas we see here. So again, that could be interesting. But again, like Android Assault is very common. I feel like Infinite Energy, the tech androids have. Fierce Battle, they have as well. Okay. I mean, 16 looks good. This is definitely a character I need to see in game. He's going to be very susceptible to locking bosses though, because again, I mean, even though he has type advantage against Rose, I mean, I could see this guy. No, actually, he's AGL, not physical. I mean, this guy gets locked out of slot 1 by like Zamasu. He can get creamed because he has type disadvantage. But outside of that locking kind of situation, this guy's going to be a very strong slot 1 character. I mean, at the bare minimum, he does still have guard, which definitely goes a certain way, but no damage reduction outside of slot 1, man. I'm not sure. It should be, he should have like a baseline amount of damage reduction, then the extra 30% in the first slot, rather than all or nothing. That's the only thing I would really change about this guy looking at his kit, but doesn't seem too bad. Oh yeah, his super attack enemy effects, right? Let me actually bring this up. What are his super attacks? So he has 2 of them. He actually has a unit super attack as well. So his normal super attack is a 4-turn greatly raised attack and defense. Wow, that's 50%. That's a lot, considering he has additional to guaranteed. Then if there's 17 or 18 attacking in the same turn, very obviously that's tech androids, which they are gonna be able to protect him. Oh, it's the same thing, but he gets a 50% defense support to all allies? God. Goodness. Whoa. That's really good, actually. Wow, that is very good. 50% defense for 2 turns. So I mean, guys, he's providing so much defense support. 92% in his passive basically, and 32% of that is going to be over multiple turns. Then he has this all allies 30% defense when receiving an attack. Then he has this potential 50% defense for 2 turns. Crazy, crazy, crazy shit. I mean, with all the support, man, like, he's definitely going to be able to kickstart the Android team in a very good way. I'm just, like, very afraid of that slot 1 restriction. But, again, at the very least, I don't think it's going to be the end of the world for him to kind of meet that, if that makes sense. So, we should be looking okay, honestly. To the point where I'm not really that worried. Now we have Android 17 here. This is the banner unit. He's super SDR. So let's see what Android 17 is able to do. Hopefully he's just like a very good extra option here. So key 3 and 170% to attack and defense, 30% chance to dodge, 30% damage reduction, rainbow keys for a changer, and 70% support to androids. Then per Defenders of Justice or Android's ally, he gets an extra 10% crit chance and 10% damage. Wow, okay. This guy has 70% reduction and a 70% chance to dodge with 70% support. Then he has Rainbow Orb changing, okay. Then if there's another Defenders of Justice or Android's category ally in the team, 170% attack, a Scouter when HP 70% or more, guaranteed additional super. Oh. Guaranteed dodge if he's the first attacker. Again, you know what that could be really good for? Again, 16 gets locked in slot 2. Okay. Move 17 slot 1. That's what that could be really good for. And he has 70% reduction. With all that support ongoing, dude, oh my goodness. He's going to share Android Assault, Infinite Energy, Solid Support, and Fierce Battle. Is there a way I could see what, I should have kept 16's card up. What do these, links give 16 specifically? So this guy has solid support, right? It's 50% attack, but Infinite Energy is 5% each. Android Assault's 20% defense. Okay. I mean, he gets 25% defense and links with 17, plus all that support, dude. That's a lot. Then it seems like, oh wow, he gets a 17% for 2 turns on top of 16. Dude, like 16 plus the 17, then 16 plus the tech androids, and then you have like probably doesn't, like, you could just throw tech Broly on the team, I guess, right? I mean, you could throw Super 17 on the team. Super 17 is going to be a really good option. Like if you run mono androids, yeah, like to 2 16s, LR Super 17 is pretty good. We have the new 17 tech androids EZA. I mean, tech androids, you could probably just run them already. Uncontrollable power, isn't Infapu on there? Damn, she's only tournament participants. That's really unfortunate. I mean, who else could EZA or Super EZA? Let me take a look here. Any Super EZAs? I guess STR Perfect Cell could Super EZA. He wouldn't really be the greatest Super EZA here, though. I mean, what if they Super EZA? I mean, I don't know. Again, the cells aren't really... Ooh, Gammas? Don't they have Android Assault? Oh, yeah. Gammas could EZA here as well. If only they had Tough as Nails. The Gammas could EZA too. They would be really good. Wow. Please go 18 will be available as a new support memory. I mean, again, 16 looks pretty fucking good to me, man. So let me know what you guys are thinking. This is pretty good. I can see potential here. I'm not gonna be like 16's by far best TUR or anything like that. I'm not sure, but I'm liking him quite a bit. I think the Android team is gonna shape it up to be pretty strong. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.